Ever feel like your mind is constantly racing, filled with non-stop thoughts, worries and distractions? If so, this video is for you. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe for more insightful content like this. Now, let's dive in. One day, the Buddha and his disciples were traveling to a nearby town. After walking for a long time, the Buddha grew tired and decided to take a break near a beautiful lake. As they rested, one of his disciples approached him, looking troubled. "Teacher," he said, "my mind is always filled with thoughts. No matter how much I try, I can't stop them. My head feels crowded and I don't know how to clear my mind. What should I do?" The Buddha smiled gently. Instead of giving a direct answer, he decided to teach the disciple through experience. Looking at him, the Buddha said, "I am very thirsty. Could you bring me some clear water from the lake?" The disciple immediately obeyed and walked towards the lake to fetch water. As he reached the lake, he saw some villagers washing their clothes in the water. Their movement stirred up dirt and made the water murky. Wanting to find clean water, he walked further down the shore. Finally, he spotted a shallow area where the water looked clear. Just as he was about to collect it, a carriage passed through, stirring up mud from the bottom. The clear water instantly became dirty. The disciple sighed but decided to wait for a while, hoping the mud would settle. But before it could, another carriage passed through. Then another and another. Each time, the water became even murkier. After waiting for a long time, frustration took over. "No matter how long I wait, the water isn't clearing up," he thought. Feeling defeated, he gave up and returned to the Buddha, empty-handed. The Buddha looked at him and asked, "What happened? Couldn't you bring me water?" The disciple explained what he had seen. The Buddha nodded calmly and said, "Let's wait a little longer." The disciple was confused but didn't argue. He sat down with the others. After about an hour, the Buddha asked some of the other disciples to go to the lake and fetch water. When they returned, they had clean, clear water in their pots. The first disciple was shocked. "How is this possible?" he asked. "Earlier, the water was completely muddy. Where did you find this clear water?" The Buddha smiled and said, "The lake didn't change. When you first went, the mud was disturbed, making the water unclear. But when we waited patiently, the mud settled on its own, and the water became clear again." Then he turned to his disciple and said, "Your mind is just like that lake. When it is restless and filled with thoughts, everything seems unclear. You try to force it to be still, but that only makes it worse. But if you simply wait, if you stop fighting it and just let it be, the thoughts will settle on their own. And just like the lake, your mind will become clear. The next time your mind feels overwhelmed, don't panic. Don't try to force your thoughts away. Just pause. Let them settle. Clarity doesn't come from controlling the mind, it comes from allowing it to be still." If you found this video helpful, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more meaningful content.